more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. A very good evening and Jai Hind, everyone. I welcome you all to this long-awaited virtual investiture ceremony for the academic year of 2020-21. Today, we're also joined by our honorable dignitaries and respected teachers who truly are the source of our constant inspiration. Welcome, sirs and ma'ams. It is rightly said that leaders are not born, they are made through hard work and dedicated efforts. Every year, this investiture ceremony reminds us of the trust and confidence that our teachers, the newly elected council that is constituted by young leaders of tomorrow. Donning the mantle of responsibility, they all pledge to dispense their duties to the best of their abilities and abide by the rules and regulations of the school. Now, the time has come where we all get introduced to our new council along with the council heads and house in charges. We begin introducing the council with the council heads, Pradyut Banerjee sir and Rinku Tripathi ma'am. Pradyut sir has been teaching English in Sunbeam Bhagwanpur for the last 18 years. A man of principles, he staunchly abides by the virtues of devotion and discipline, which makes him a suitable head of the prefectorial body. Rinku ma'am is the doting caregiver that students from all across the grades respect and love. Such is the aura of hers that almost every alumnus recalls her and her motherly ways with fondness. After the council heads, let us get introduced to our council vice heads. Our council vice head Ajit sir is a man of myriad talents. He discharges multiple roles in the institution. His impeccable journey as a sports teacher and the NCC Air Wing in charge of our school, as well as his disciplinarian measures, make him a befitting council vice head. Real knowledge is never to be gleaned from merely the pages of the books, but from each second of life. Sonu ma'am believes in this principle and steadfastly tutors her students pragmatic lessons of life. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. Our school that goes by the motto of duty, devotion, and discipline aims to achieve that by clubbing students in different houses. Arya Nanak House of Love, House of Peace, House of Hope, House of Joy. All these houses have their teacher in charges who look after the qualitative development of the children. So here we present the teachers who would be discharging their duties in the capacity of house in charges. At first, we have the House of Love, and as the in charge of it, we have Sakshi Singh ma'am. A teacher of English and economics, ma'am is loved and respected by all her students for her amiability and dependability. The vice in charge of House of Love this year is Pinky Chaudhary ma'am. Chemistry is fun to learn when Pinky ma'am is here with us. Diligent and doting, ma'am wishes to inculcate these values in her students. As the house in charge of the House of Peace, we have Shilpi Upadhyay ma'am, an English teacher with a difference. Shilpi ma'am is a staunch bedrock of support for her students. Her authority on her subject is unquestionable as well. Meghna Johari ma'am would be performing her duties as the vice in charge of the House of Peace. Within a short span of 1 year, Meghna ma'am has carved her niche in school, as well as made her mark in the hearts of the students with her impeccable work ethic and her affection for the pupils. As the house in charge of the House of Hope, we have Tarun Rajesh sir, a teacher of English, mentor for various co-curricular activities, and an avid debate enthusiast. Sir has discharged his duties in multiple capacities in the school. Energetic, youthful, affable, Tarun sir holds a special place in the hearts of the students for his love for teaching. As the Vice House in charge of the House of Hope, we have Ishita ma'am. Apart from the complicated principles of civics and polity, ma'am imparts the knowledge of humanism to her students. Reliable and approachable, here's wishing Ishita ma'am all the best for her new role in the school. Lastly, we have the House of Joy, and we have Pradeep Srivastav sir as the in charge of it. A staunch disciplinarian as well as a fatherly figure for his students, Pradeep sir always performs his duties with vim. And as the vice in charge of the House of Joy, we have Suranjana Bhattacharya ma'am. A perfectionist and a caring individual, ma'am is an accomplished English teacher with profound knowledge of literature and language. So here's wishing all the house in charges and vice in charges all the very best for their new roles. We pray that you will passionately persist doing what you have been doing in the best possible way, that is, help the students holding up the vision of Sunbeam and touching their lives with your compassion and zeal. Thank you, sirs. Now, for the further proceedings, I request Parmesh to kindly take over.
Thank you, Arya. May I now take this moment to welcome you all to the most awaited segment of this mega event. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the torchbearers of this session, the council members 2020 to 21. Starting up with the leaders, hearts beating louder as I introduce you to the head girl of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur, Sudiksha Pandey from class 11th, and the head boy, Dhaval Chaturvedi from class 11th as well. Sudiksha is known to be an all-rounder who deftly juggles between her academics and co-curricular. An empathetic person to the core, she wishes to work tirelessly for the holistic development of the school. Dhaval is an artist by heart who has brought Sunbeam accolades from various platforms like Confluence and Intact for his devotion to aesthetics. Known as an extremely prodigious student with a legacy of participation in logophilia and science Olympiads, he hopes to uphold the Sunbeam and Sign high with his work towards the continuation. Best wishes to Dhaval and Sudiksha. Moving ahead, we have the equally talented Vices lined up. So please put your hands together as we welcome the Vice Head Girl, Neha Rai, and Vice Head Boy, Amitanshu Midha, each from class 11th. A sports person par excellence, Neha has made the school proud with her sterling performances in basketball and skating. She steadfastly believes her school to be a temple of learning and is ready to take up any challenge to maintain its legacy of discipline and decorum. Amitanshu has had the recognition of being a part of the prestigious Quill Club Writers. He has made his mark in reputed national quiz competitions, such as Quiz India and NDTV Safety Science Quiz, and has won silver medal in skating competition in the CBSE clusters. With his impeccable power of coordination and intrepidity, Amitanshu wishes to give voice to everyone in the student fraternity. Coming up to the much awaited call for all the boarders. Dear audience, please welcome the hostel head girl, Sanya Bhalotia, and the hostel head boy, Achishman Singh from class 11th. As a part of the hostel squad of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur previous year, Sanya is well abreast with her duties as a council member. Known for her affability, her loyalty towards the school's motto, and overwhelming positivity, Sanya wishes to ensure decorum and the environ of English speaking in the hostel as well. Achishman is a multitasker who knows how to strike a balance between academics and his passion for sports and strumming the chords of guitar. This latest entrant to the Bhagwanpur family has already carved his niche with his leadership and willingness to take up responsibilities. Now, the moment of delight for all the sporty spirits as we welcome the sports captains of this session, Sanskriti Pandey and Shubham Shrestha, both from class 11th. Known for packing punches in the boxing ring, Sanskriti has made her school proud by winning gold and silver medals in district as well as state level competitions. Having discharged her duties faithfully as a member of the library squad, she is now to prove herself in her new role. As a part of the previous year's hostel squad, Shubham has proved his worth and is thoroughly reverential for his school and the learning that he has gleaned. He wishes to uphold the principles of his institution vociferously. We now move towards the four houses lined up and gearing up with the House of Love. A round of applause as we welcome the house captains, Mimansa Tripathi and Omji, both from class 11th. Mimansa is known for shouldering responsibilities, leading the teams she's a part of, and never shying away from her roles. Omji, with his zealous approach towards the latest role assigned to him, wishes to work for the wholesome development of the school. Following the lead, we now welcome the vice captains of the house, Ishita Mukherjee and Ansh Agrawal from class 9th. With a seasoned debater and a brilliant academic achiever like Ansh and an all-rounder like Ishita, who has brought home accolades by becoming winner of 2018 Language, by contributing sketches to the widely published Times of India, and by being adjudged the best news agency in Colloquium in 2020, the House of Love indeed has a galaxy of intellectuals to take its mantle forward. Loads of wishes for the House of Love. Hold your breaths now, ladies and gentlemen, as we now approach towards the House of Peace. So please welcome the captains of the house, Vaibhavi Mishra and Ronak Kapoor, both from class 11th. A powerful orator with a superlative academic background, Vaibhavi has made her presence felt in the school within a few months of her arrival, with her enthusiasm and never approach towards her work. And with a history of discharging prefectorial duties in her previous institution, here's wishing Vaibhavi would do the same for Sunbeam Bhagwanpur as well. Ronak, on the other hand, is a thorough intellectual who comes with a very strong academic background. Keen on overcoming ordeals, Ronak wishes to serve the school council and set an example for the juniors with his unparalleled adherence to decorum. Following up, we now have the vice captains, Anya Chauhan and Nishesh, both from class 9th. Anya and Nishesh are both academically gifted individuals who are ever ready to take up responsibilities and are eager to learn and grow with experience. Here's wishing them all the very best. We now sway towards the House of Hope, which this year is under the shining leadership of Captains Soumya Shri and Gaurav Nandan. Soumya Shri, too, is a gifted sports person, having won bronze medal in interstate sub-juniors girls boxing championship and a silver medal in the district girls boxing championship as well. She also explores her creativity aesthetically at the third edition in the All India Painting Exhibition held in BHU and participating in other competitions on national repute. Gaurav Nandan is a boarder who is known for his leadership abilities and his prowess in the arena of martial arts, having won gold medal in the state level karate championship. Next, we welcome the vice captains, Siddhi Singh and Srijan Singh from class 9th. An orator par excellence with a brilliant scorecard, Siddhi is reliable, committed, and positive in her work. Here's wishing House of Hope all the very best under their able stewardship. A singer, a basketball player, a leader, known for his flexible approach towards leadership, Srijan is loved by students as well as teachers fraternity alike and will join the House of Hope in their journey ahead. Last but not least, we move on to the House of Joy. And the captains for the same are Khushi and Yash Divedi from class 11th. Khushi has made her mark in oratory by winning accolades both inside and outside the school. She's also a skilled painter, having participated in the All India Art Exhibition organized by UNESCO. Yash is a dependable individual who never shirks away from any responsibility and is forever ready to explore new dimensions of his personality. Closely following them are the vice captains, Shrishti Khetan and Sanyam Keshri from class 9th. Sanyam and Shrishti both are new entrants to the Bhagwanpur family, and both are diligent, beautiful, committed to their work, and willing to take up responsibilities that will come their way. Best of luck to the House of Joy. And thank you so much, all the houses. As an instance of the cultural heritage of this country, we now welcome the cultural heads of the school, Apurva Chaube from class 11th and Nandini Khetan from class 9th. Apurva is a thoroughbred Sunbeam and Nandini is a newcomer. Both bring forth their passion for duty, devotion, and discipline, and culturally enriching the school with their creative proclivity. And hang on, Kuljot Kaur joins the line with Apurva and Nandini as the cultural in charge of the hostel. Full of perseverance and effervescence, Kuljot earned herself the title of one of the most linguistically gifted children of the hostel. Here's wishing her all the luck for her new role. Next, we invite the assembly in charges, Aishwarya Lakshmi of class 11th and Swarnima Tripathi of class 9th. Aishwarya and Swarnima both are known for their skillful handling of academics and co-curricular and their steadfast adherence to discipline and devotion to any duty that comes their way. They will be ever willing to help the classes conduct their assembly gracefully. Now, to welcome the library squad of the school, please put your hands together for Janvi Sharma and Alia Siddiqui. While Janvi is known in Sunbeam Bhagwanpur as an all-rounder, Alia, the newbie, is a staunch academician, an avid reader, and an orator of superlative order. They will have an important play in helping the school library stay equipped with all the latest publishers. We now welcome the health and hygiene members, Yashwini Upadhyay and Harshit Khetan. Amid this critical pandemic, their role remains integral in ensuring the security of students against the spread of any sorts of diseases. Yashaswini is an accomplished reader who has brought laurels in reputed events with Nav Sadhana and has also qualified the state level of National B. Harshit has stupendous academic records to herself and is an extremely good student. Both of them inspired to hold the integrity of the institution and have a great tenure ahead. The career counseling in charges for this session are Pankhuri Singh and Aradhya Srivastav. Both these shining stars of Sunbeam have enriched their training in NCC, while Pankhuri has the distinction of being a part of the district level skating tournament. Aradhya comes to the council with his experience of being an active member of the council as the assembly in charge and is known for his passion towards the ideal of discipline. They will be playing a significant role in ensuring the students explore all the options for their careers ahead. Next, the spot for the literary squad for this session goes to Garima Singh and Bharti Singh from class 11th. Garima and Bharti are holders of extremely brilliant academic records. Garima is an all-rounder in true sense who has carved her niche in disparate spectrums of sports, debating, and artwork. Bharti's linguistic felicity is well known in Sunbeam. She holds the strength of moving her audience with her powerful speech in English and Hindi both, and has gained a lot of appreciation for it. Here's wishing both these women of substance a great tenure ahead. And at last, we have the Cyber Squad, and the members for the same are Avish Mehrotra from class 11th and Aditya Ranjan Das from class 9th. Avish is known for his impeccable creativity, his leadership qualities, his musical talent, and his sharp and analytical bent of mind, and earn appreciation in prominent events such as Sunfest and Comfest. Aditya is a young scholar who is keen on exploring his hidden talents and has strong interpersonal skills. And in this digital age, their importance in guiding the students with a safe and proper usage of internet remains integral. Now, I request our respected principal ma'am to kindly administer the oath, and I would also request the newly appointed head boy and the head girl to repeat the oath on behalf of the whole council. I would furthermore request the whole body of council to switch their videos on and put their right hands across their chests.
So, Council, you're ready for the oath?
Yes.
Just repeat after me. We solemnly swear
We solemnly swear
that we will do
that we will do
everything in our power
everything in our power
to uphold the norms of the school.
to uphold the norms of the
of
school.
the school.
We promise to be
We
We
promise
promise
to
to be
trustworthy
trustworthy
and strive to act
and
and
strive
strive
to
to
act
act
with honesty and integrity.
with
with
honesty and
honesty and
integrity.
integrity.
We will cultivate
We
We
will
will
cultivate
cultivate
the good name of our school
the
the
good
good
name of
name
our
of our
school
school
and the honor
and the honor
and the honor
of its students.
of
of
its
its
students.
students,
As we hold true
As we hold true
to these principles,
to these
to these
principles,
principles,
we pledge to be
we
we
pledge to
pledge
be
to be
prefects of character
prefects of
prefects of
character
character
and achieve peace
and
and
achieve
achieve
peace
peace
of consensus.
of
of
consensus.
consensus.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, ma'am, and the council. For further proceedings, I request Priyadarshini to please take over.
Thank you, Parmesh. Leaders instill in their people a hope for success and belief in themselves. They empower others to accomplish their goals and to constantly work towards them, and redundant to mention, take responsibility for not only their actions but also the council they lead. On this note, may I have the privilege of inviting the head boy, Dhawal Chaturvedi, and the head girl, Sudiksha Pandey, for the session 2020-21 to do the customary of rendering a speech, and at the same time, let us know about their journeys and vision for the future.
A leader is not the person who speaks the most, but the one who is spoken about the most. And I never see what has been done. I always see what remains to be done. A very good evening and Jai Hind to all. The only thing to be done in my bucket list was becoming the head girl. It has always been my dream. I believe a leader helps others to dream and to achieve their goals. The presence is to be felt even if he or she is not there. And I'm very blessed to have the other head girls as my inspiration. I look up to them and I look up to their responsibilities which they have completed with great sincerity and aplomb. With authority comes responsibility. Being the head girl, I will mainly focus on the online discipline of the students and in providing equal opportunities to all. I will use my rationale and conscience to put order and discipline in the school. More importantly, I will understand the situation as I perceive it as an individual without being influenced by others. I would ensure that collaborative learning is initiated and that the students feel that they are in the physical classrooms. I will encourage all the students to take part in each and every activity organized by the school. I thank all my teachers and admins who have put their never-ending faith on me. I will fearlessly discharge my duties, remaining unbiased, calling spade a spade, even against the tide. Thank you and Jai Hind.
We are what we think. All that we are arise with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. These beautiful lines of Gautam Buddha have always inspired me. Good evening and Jai Hind, everyone. It's an honor to be selected as the head boy of my school. I thank all my teachers to bestow upon me such a huge responsibility, and I would try to live up to your expectations. The legacy of this position is exemplary, and I hope you to live up to these standards. In fact, the pressure of the responsibility could be felt so much that when I was asked to write the speech, I was overjoyed at first, but soon realized the daunting task of delivering a speech to one of these audience. Please forgive me for my mistakes, if any. My learning journey started at Sunbeam Bhagwanpur. Since play school, it's the place that not just taught me alphabets, but values to lead a better life. In past 14 years, various opportunities given to me by my teachers at different levels have defined my character. And I would try to extend this experience of mine with others to achieve their desire, abiding by the mantra of duty, devotion, and discipline. I will aid the relationship between students and teachers and help in conducting various activities for the students. In this COVID situation, adapting to new ways of learning have been cumbersome and will try to smoothen the learning process by assisting in the redressal of issues raised by the students. I, along with the student council team, would try to make the journey 2020 as pleasant as possible. At last, I would once again thank each one of you for believing in my skills, and I would try my level best to raise the bar, as said by my predecessors as the head boy of Sunbeam School, Bhagwanpur. Thank you and Jai Hind, everyone.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure listening to such motivated young leaders. A word of encouragement acts as a stimulus to never give up and to learn more and do more. And on this occasion, we have amongst us our honorary director, Harsh sir, who also happens to be the youth icon for thousands of sunbeams. I would request him to bless us all with his kind words.
Jai Hind, and thank you, Priyadarshini. And on behalf of the entire Sunbeam management, I would like to wish the newly invested council team of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur the very best for this year's, to become part of this year's student council in a very, very special circumstance, because we are going through a COVID crisis and we don't know when we'll get to see you, hopefully soon. But as Winston Churchill said, that you should never waste a good crisis. True leaders truly emerge when there is no status quo, when there are no rules. Sometimes in military terms, they say that the true mark of a leadership is what you do when you don't know what to do. So I think this is a wonderful opportunity for all of you, the head boy and the head girl, Dhaval and Sudeshna, and obviously all the vice head boy and vice head girl, Amit, Tanshu and Neha, and Arshman and Sanya. I think that I got it right. So for all of you, it's a wonderful opportunity to take charge and take the bull by the horns, because right now we have a special circumstances, and instead of doing physical monitoring, you have to do monitoring over over webinars and over Zoom. And it's a wonderful opportunity for all of you to show your leadership skills in a non-traditional manner. The Sunbeam management, along with Gurmeet ma'am and Pratima ma'am, we all are here for you. All the coordinators, they all are here for you, so that you can navigate through these, I would say, very different and difficult terrain with the utmost sincerity and honesty. So with that, I would like to wish the Student Council the very best for the wonderful year ahead. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Each year, a set of goals and objectives are to be achieved within 100 days of the formation of the council. And this is intrinsic to its nature, where each member has a particular role to play. I believe that this moment will go down in history because, as obvious, this year's strategic planning to attain the desired results would be a lot different. Let us now see what comes under the 100 days plan adopted by this year's council. And for the same, we have Mimansa and Vabhavi, the captains of House of Love and House of Peace, respectively.
Good evening and Jai Hind everyone. I, Vaibhavi Mishra of 11th L, along with Mimansa Tripathi of 11th H, am present before you to announce Council's 100 Days Plan. Encourage students to be regular in online classes and promote the cause of education. Here, we encourage the ability of students to question adults to what they decipher is wrong. Help new students to imbibe the culture and values of Sunbeam Group, grooming them into true blue sunbeams. Communication is the key to change the world, and here we promote communication skills amongst the students to speak for what they think is right.
Use technology and embrace its advantages while following cyber. Council will take sessions on cyber hygiene, stress and safety measures, and help uplift spirits by spreading positivity and instilling hope. Also, the rationale of students is given equal importance here. We'll new ideas and provided by the students.
Participation of council members in the cultural activities. Also, helping the management in encouraging students, especially the new entrants, to be a part of such activities. I too am a new Sunbeam and also the house captain of House of Peace. This should assure everyone that we here at Sunbeam work to provide equal opportunities to the newcomers and encourage their participation.
Regular online interaction with day scholars and boarders to keep their spirits high and create a talk time for students, thus creating a Bhagwanpur student community of motivated learners. We hope and believe that each one of our plan will surely come true under the guidance of our mentors and by the cooperation of our fellow council.
Thank you, Mimansa and Vabhavi. Moving forward. Inspirational words, more often than not, possess the proficiency to retune our thinking and unconsciously makes us work towards our purpose of life with unwavering determination. On this remark, may I now request our Assistant Director, Pratima Ma'am, to say a few words and shower her blessings.
Thank you, Priyadarshini. Good evening and Jai Hind, everyone. So like every year, here is the most solemn moment of the academic session of the school. And the best part of it is that this year we are doing it differently. And yet I ask myself, what is the difference in truth? Because when I was speaking to the incumbent council members yesterday, I was struck, as always, by the clarity of their thought, by the way they were talking about different stances and their opinions and being so fearless in putting forth their ideas. So one of the joys of being in a legacy school is that you get to shoulder responsibility very early in life. And some of the faces that I see before me, even in this year's councils, I have seen them wearing equal amount of responsibility on their shoulders at the junior school level as well. They have been house captains and vice captains. They have held the posts of head boys and head girls. And if not that, they have been very, very prominent members of the school, representing the school at various forums. So Sudiksha is, of course, not a surprise to me at all, because I have heard her carrying forth the Sunbeam Bhagwanpur flag and holding it high in various competitions. Dhaval, of course, is again someone who has been with us for so many years, and he is also no stranger to responsibility, and definitely not a stranger to us where it comes to giving him responsibility. Vaibhavi, I'm glad to see, is a new entrant. And if I were to sum up the council, I would say something old, something new, something bright, something blue. That's what this group of young leaders symbolize to me. It is always a pleasure to know that all of you are fond of the school, are committed towards upholding the values that the school has instilled in you. But like always, I will say, do not walk the beaten path. Carve your own, blaze a trail. What has been done for so many years is good, but then excellence is not achieved by only doing good. Someone has to think differently. Someone has to come up with something new. Someone has to come up with something radically different, which no one else has thought of. And that is what leaders are for. When the going gets tough is the most cliched phrase. The tough are supposed to get going. But then in which direction do they get going? Do they run away? In today's times, we have seen the tough run away from responsibility when the going got tough. But these toughies who are here before me in these wonderful grid windows are
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Today, we are also graced by the presence of our Honorable Chairman, Sir, and Director, ma'am, who are the epitome of dynamic leadership. Their actions reflect the radiance of their spirit, and their words hold the colossal power to inspire and ignite young minds. Thus, I now invite Sir and ma'am to bless us with their kind words.
I'll request ma'am to speak first if her internet connection is alive.
Yeah, it is not so clear, but anyways, I'll try. Good afternoon and Jai Hind, everyone. And, it brought a smile on my face when Sudiksha said that that's the only thing left in her bucket list, to be the head girl of Sunbeam. And I could see the picture. She has put a picture of her, when she was growing up, and some old picture of mine with her. So that is very emotional and very thoughtful of you, Sudiksha. Thank you for bringing in those old memories. And as Pratima ma'am said, yes, these are the times when the true leaders, they rise and shine. Crisis is the only time when a true leader shines. So all the best to you. I know this year is different, and this year is more challenging. Uh, there was a discussion whether investiture ceremony should be done or not, and all of us decided that no, why should children be deprived of a new kind of leadership, whether it sports or whether it is health and hygiene, whether it is cyber safety. So you have to, dear children, be more creative as to how you can make yourself useful. I know all of you are bubbling with ideas, and I'm very happy to see Pradyut sir and ma'am Reena ma'am, Rinku ma'am, to be again heading the student council, and the teachers who have guided you so far. They've always encouraged you, and that is why Sunbeam has always progressed. One word Pratima ma'am used, and that was fearless. I would want all of you to hang on to this word, because in today's date and age, if you are fearless and if you are able to put your point forward, you will be respected. So with this, God bless you all for with more responsibilities, because responsibilities will teach you bigger lessons, and you are starting young and things are changing. You will have to take responsibility, because the world has changed forever and there is a big paradigm shift. What India needs or world need is very aware citizens of today, who have their eyes on future and who are flexible to change with times. So with these changing on these changing words, I want to wish each one of you best of luck, and hope you'll take Sunbeam to yet another heights. God bless you all. Take good care of your health, and inshallah we'll all meet very soon. God bless you.
A very good evening and Jai Hind to all. Uh, Thoroughbred sunbeams, 100% sunbeams from play group to class 12th, newly inducted sunbeams. You all stand on the same stage. And when get this idea of the word sunbeam, and I came back to my memories when my parents on the dining table would always debate about the name of the school, and then my father would say that in Varanasi it is Subha Banaras, and when the first light comes through the doors of your window or if your windows or doors, when the first light comes in, you know, it just dispels the darkness. And it is just like wrong. He said that a single sunbeam is capable of destroying an entire night's darkness. So it can dispel the entire night's darkness. That's a single sunbeam for you. And the spirit of sunbeam in all of you is there. I would congratulate Sudekshna Pandey as the head girl. She spoke very well, and in fact, what she spoke, I always subscribe to that. Not what you have done, but what you have to do. So that is what she said. Then Dhaval, he is a thoroughbred sunbeam, and right from play group. I congratulate you, Dhaval, for your today's day, because this is a very special student council today. The first ever virtual student council, tomorrow's student council sworn in today, in fact. So the future is already here today, and this virtual world. The wise head girl Neha, wise head boy Amitanshu, Sanya, the hostel head girl, and Archisman, the hostel head boy. I wish you, I want to congratulate you. God bless you all. The show should go on. That is the thing. And in Sunbeam, we don't believe in sitting down and thinking of what and why, but we think of how to come out of it. And I'm sure all of us have settled down to a regime that there will not be any learning gap. That's the word I've used every day. Do not let any gap come into your knowledge building age, into your learning, into your studies. So whatever is possible, you see how beautifully your teachers have integrated themselves from the analog to the digital classes. It's amazing how your teachers adapted themselves. And on Teachers' Day, we were there all felicitating them. Now, I have just to tell you that this is a very special year, 2020. There were some debates that which was the worst year in human history. And somebody said 543 volcanic eruptions. Somebody said 1546, the Black Death plague in Europe, which killed almost 25% of the population. Someone said the Spanish flu, which killed almost 50 million people, 5 crore people. But then when we were thriving on the rest of the our cohabitants of this planet Earth, nobody said anything. And now one microbe has turned the entire food chain topsy-turvy and is thriving on us. So we are trying to huddle down in our places, staying away, while the birds seem to smile, the animals seem to laugh, and the trees seem to be happy when they see that no humans are coming out and the pollution levels have dropped down. So isn't this a lesson for all of us? The classroom is there out of our homes to see. It's a lesson for the future students, and as you are the citizens of tomorrow, this is something for you to note down, draw your own lessons every day, see what's happening and how you're going to handle the challenge to Homo sapiens. A school is basically a factory of the future. You have to think about tomorrow. You are the people who are going to live in the tomorrow. COVID 25 waiting for you, or COVID 31 waiting for you, as I say every time. And that challenge has to be taken by you by becoming, studying this entire thing, why and how of this thing, why it has happened. I was looking at the one of the industries which has slumped down. They were showing that there are thousands and thousands of aeroplanes grounded on airports, and there's no one. The airline industry is gone off the radar, the hotel industry is gone, and everyone is in great agony. So these are the challenges. We'll come out of it. There is definitely a light at the tunnel. There would be a silver lining in learning new things. So the student council, even when you are at home, try to think about these things. Try, you can make a difference. Even one little child, one little Sudikshna, one little Dhaval can make a difference to millions of life. And I'm sure the 7 billion people, they are thinking about how to come out of it. So wish you all the best, Sunbeam Bhagwanpur, and especially the batch of 2020, the student council of 2020. I wish you all the best. Congratulations. I dream, when I heard that this is going to be held today, I was thinking to myself in the morning today that how happy we would have been on the stage in BGN, in your wonderful hall, and when all of you are sitting in front of us, smiling to us. You cannot replace that garden of flowers. So wish you all the best. Take care. Be safe, help your parents, and study hard online. Jai Hind to all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sarin ma'am. Now it's time for the group photography. And for the same, I would request all the council members, the house in charges, council heads, and administrators to switch their videos on and raise their hands in the gesture of the virtual Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Just a minute, hold it. Sir, if I could request you to kindly look up and hold up your hands in it. Thank you. Now the picture is complete. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. With this, we conclude this special congregation by singing the Sunbeam Anthem in unison and hoping that this Council of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur 2020-21 would prove true leadership qualities that they have been entrusted with. The video has been compiled by the cyber in charge of this year's council, Master Avish Mehrotra.
We are children of Sunbeam, over the whole world we shine, shining stars of our country, on starry seas darkest night. We are children of Sunbeam, over the whole world we shine, shining stars of our country, on starry seas darkest night. Years and months will take us away to find our fortunes once finding, but in our hearts we'll never forget the sunbeam of our childhood days. We are children of Sunbeam, over the whole world we shine, shining stars of our country, on starry seas darkest night. We love to honor our teachers, we sacrifice for our friends, we labor and fight for glory, till our life finally ends. We love to honor our teachers, we sacrifice for our friends, we labor and fight for glory, till our life finally ends. We are children of Sunbeam, over the whole world we shine, shining stars of our country, on stormy seas darkest night, on stormy seas darkest night, on stormy seas darkest night.
God, I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back. I so badly want this.
The video was very good. The video was very good. You can, I mean, we're missing everything so badly. You know.
So much, so much.
Yeah.
I'm missing the food court.
I'm missing the children. I'm missing every little smile on
We
the
were there
children.
yesterday and there were so many monkeys and they have taken over your school right now. Bhagwanpur is full of
The monkeys are even doing online studies there. So wish you all the best. The video was very nice.
Thank you so much, sir. Ma'ams, over to Arya.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. As the outgoing head girl, on behalf of my council, I congratulate the newly elected council for this session. We have bestowed upon them a huge amount of responsibility, and we believe that they will uphold our school's motto of duty, devotion, and discipline, and take the Sunbeam flag to heights undiscovered. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, everyone.
Jan sir, Jan ma'am. All the
Jai
best,
Hind.
council.
Jai
All the best
Hind,
to the council.
congratulations everyone.
Love you all. Congratulations.